Hello everyone and welcome back to the Clinical Cousins YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over some of our most important neurotransmitters in our brain. First, we have serotonin, our feel-good hormone. This is derived from tryptophan. Serotonergic neuron release serotonin, which is an excitatory neurotransmitter. That means that serotonin causes excitatory postsynaptic potentials to be generated in the postsynaptic cell. Note that serotonin is the precursor to melatonin, a neurotransmitter that is released from our pineal gland in response to our eyes closing and seeing darkness. Next, we have histamine. This is another biogenic amine substance that is released by neurons in the hypothalamus and in the mast cells of our GI system. Drugs like Benadryl and famotidine block certain kinds of histamine receptors to prevent the unpleasant effects of histamine on our body. When histamine enters our blood, like during an anaphylactic allergic reaction, it acts as a potent vasodilator. This is partly the reason why people who are having an allergic reaction need vasoconstrictors like epinephrine and norepinephrine, or Levophed, to bring the blood pressure back up. Glutamate, as shown here, is our body's main excitatory neurotransmitter in our central nervous system. The central nervous system is the brain and spinal cord. Glutamate interacts with NMDA receptors. When this occurs, the NMDA receptors open ion channels to let in massive amounts of cations into our postsynaptic cell. Interestingly, ketamine, the popular drug used for active sedation, blocks our excitatory NMDA receptor. Now, when this NMDA receptor is blocked, it doesn't allow the excitatory postsynaptic potentials to be generated, and this hyperpolarizes our cell. This creates what is called a dissociative anesthesia. Our patients will still be awake, but they will still be in a state of reduced consciousness and awareness. Now, glycine is an inhibitory neurotransmitter, meaning it opens up negative ion channels, like chloride channels, which allow anions to flood into our postsynaptic cell. This hyperpolarizes our cell and makes it less likely to generate action potentials and communicate with other neurons and cells. Gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA, is another inhibitory neurotransmitter in our central nervous system. GABA interacts with GABA A and GABA B receptors. GABA A receptors are fused with chloride channels that, when open, allow the cell to become hyperpolarized with anions. Clinically, benzodiazepine drugs like alprazolam, or Xanax, and diazepam, or Valium, bind to GABA A receptors to produce central nervous system depression. The GABA B receptor is coupled with potassium channels. When open, these channels allow positive potassium to flood outside the cell. This also makes our cell more negative, or hyperpolarized. For example, Huntington's disease is a disease that is caused by a lack of the inhibitory neurotransmitter GABA. When we take GABA our way, we lose its inhibition properties. Our cells in our brain cannot quiet down unwanted action potentials, and movement becomes quickly uncoordinated and uncontrolled. Lastly, nitric oxide is an inhibitory gaseous neurotransmitter in our central nervous system and GI tract. It is produced by N-O-synthase from L-arginine. Nitric oxide relaxes smooth muscle and helps increase our long-term potentiation of neurons, aka our role in memory formation. As always, thank you for taking the time to learn with us today, and remember to like and subscribe for more content.